So I've heard the rumor today that we are going to find out if it's true or not, that you can actually put like Hell 7, 8, etc. gear that is higher ranked than you can currently equip or is your Paragon level inside of the Ancestral Tableau and therefore get some stats kind of out of it pseudo pre the level required. So we're going to find out if that's true. Now, to change the difficulty to Hell 7, it requires just about 9,000 combat rating, which we have just about that combat rating now. If we show you here, yeah, look at that. We have like 10 more than required. I think I already beat 204 and got the solo victory reward for this, so I'm not going to do it again. And what we're going to do is gamble with some of the rarities and antiquities and try to get a weapon right off the bat to find out if it's true. But right as I was doing it, I remember that it doesn't actually matter anyway, because when you do it from the gambling, it's only going to drop it for whatever level you're at, so that doesn't matter anyway. Like it or not, we're going to have to go into the overworld and actually farm one of these, and not only get a weapon, but get one that has an ancestral property. Oh, here we go, the orange. I've been looking for this. I've been running around the realms of damnation looking for the orange, and anytime that I'm looking for my first orange of the day, I almost always go here, the Moten Egress. Someone told me this during a stream one time. He's like, yeah, just come to this waypoint and you'll find an orange almost every time. And it has pretty much always been true. I found more oranges here than pretty much anywhere in the game in terms of the Ancient Elite, but that's not a weapon now, is it? Oh, is this it? Yo, it's a legendary. I don't know if it's... I don't know if you see the ancestral part of it when it's ID'd or before it's ID'd. So that could be a dud. If this is actually, we got a weapon already, but it's a non-ancestral one, man, I'm going to feel absolutely bummed out. Okay, so let's go and identify it here. Oh, it's a 4-banger. Oh, it's not ancestral, though. It doesn't matter. Ah! That's actually insane. I got a weapon and everything, but it doesn't matter. I got to do it again. At least we're getting some experience for doing this. Oh, here we go with another orange. Maybe we'll get lucky and it will drop us another legendary weapon. I can't believe that first one wasn't ancestral. That was our opportunity there. And we squandered it. Speaking of squandering opportunities, dying to the orange. Hello, minions. Please kill him. Okay, and... Hey, a legendary, but it's a chest plate. And we get a legendary here from the first Bestuary turn-in. The problem is it's tied... it's not tied to the hell difficulty, so we can't get even if we get a weapon, like it won't be one that we can use for the purposes of this test. It's going to be locked to my Paragon level, which is 394 at the current minute. So let's see what we get, though. I mean, there is still a couple legendary items that we don't have yet for the Necromancer. Another chest plate. Okay, so heavy on the chest plates today. You know what? I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what happens. And both of them are unusable. No, this chest plate is pretty good, I guess. Because it's... Oh, I see. Yes, that one's a 480 Paragon. All right, well... Oh, there's another Orange Elite. Come on. This can do it. This could do it, baby. Give me a legendary weapon. And this time with ancestral properties. And we'll be good. Oh, it did! It actually did. Is it ancestral? See, I can't tell. I don't think it is. I think you can see it even when it needs to be identified. The odds of getting two weapons, though, and having them both not be ancestral would... Oh! Wait, it is! It is! Okay, perfect! Okay, here we go. So what we can do is now we're going to find out, can you use a 480 and replace it? Check this out. Okay, so we replace the current level one with the 480, which is higher Paragon than I am by like 70, 80, 90 levels. I mean, a ton of levels. Can't equip it, but I can actually put it into the tableau. So I can actually use that 480 piece of equipment, even though I'm like 80 Paragon levels below. There is a reason to farm the hell difficulty gear above you now if you're trying to min-max. That's interesting, okay. So basically what that boils down to means is if you want to get as strong as humanly possible within your certain Paragon level, and as you're waiting on the server to go to the next difficulties, etc., what you can do is have you, yourself, and your warband all farm as good of ancestral properties, weapons as you possibly can from the difficulties of which your Paragon level is not to yet. This will give you a little bit of a boost because you can put it in the tableau, which will give you more stats, you know, and a higher cap, etc. So if you want to do that extra effort, you can can actually do it. But farming ahead in the difficulties, if you have the combat rating for it, is a pretty meta thing people do when the Paragon levels are only like 10 days or something from unlocking that next hill difficulty as the server raises their Paragon levels. Like, for instance, I'll show you in the game real quick. If you look at mine, I'm behind here. I'm 30 levels actually behind the server Paragon, but it's at 424. So the cap you can get in the game right now is like 440, for example. But in another 40 levels, aka 20 days, then you're going to have access. Everyone's going to be hitting that server Paragon level of the new Hell gear, and that will make it the huge jump up in combat rating boosts, etc., that we all see. So very often people actually go and farm this stuff kind of ahead of time, so that when the server Paragon level gets high enough, they can equip these new Hell difficulty equipment immediately and get a big combat rating boost. That's why you often see people farming, sets, equipments they can't wear from the higher Paragon stuff, etc. This is especially useful if you're farming sets in advance, because sets don't get stronger with Paragon levels. They're the same just depending upon the health difficulty. So one way you can actually sort of save your time is if you're strong enough to, you can farm the dungeons for the set pieces from the difficulty that you can't equip quite yet, and that will save yourself some time. However, with the new combat rating system, dungeons are like 800 combat rating more than normal overworld. So right now, like for House 7, for example, you need about 8,900 combat rating. It's like 8,930 approximately to be able to do House 7. But the dungeons are like almost 10,000 combat rating. So I would need significantly more. I would not be able to farm the set items. I would have to have significantly more combat rating right now as an example. But that does answer the question that I woke up with today, which is, can you equip the higher tier difficulty stuff? Which makes me think that probably means you could actually go out, if you were strong enough as a group, and all try to hunt down like some Hell 8, Hell 9, etc., equipment. I laugh at the thought of people going out there and like trying to fight even the higher difficulties to try to just get a weapon, which you could all put in the tableau, because it doesn't seem like it's Paragon locked at all, which maybe is an accident. Maybe they didn't mean to leave it in the game. But anyway, there's the info for you. Love you all. Consider liking or subscribing if you made it this far in the video. Leave a comment if you want me to read it. See you on the next video.